It's the time to get down.
When you don't have to.
Right.
Right?
There you go.
You don't have to do that. If
No,
you
you
share that, you see, we don't know what's going to happen because of today. Somebody who may not have had any intention or any knowledge of us doing this today might get turned on to a piece of music today, not only get an opportunity to hear my Christmas things, but do some investigating and see how long I've been doing this. You never know where a fan is going to come from.
Wow.
And every fan that you get is a blessing. Why would I turn my back on a blessing?
Yeah.
It's an angel.
You know what?
I don't think that's very intelligent.
I'm a 55-year-old fan, and you are one of the first. I think you are the first artist I've ever heard express that kind of appreciation toward the fans, Phil. I'm saying
but you
that
gotta understand-
sincerely. We don't hear that from
Now,
people.
the last
We don't
time I
hear
was
that.
here, we talked about once it leaves my mouth and gets to the ears that are supposed to hear it,
Right.
and the spirit that's supposed to be moved by it, I can't really take credit for it. You see what I'm saying? Because that's between God and the ears that hear it and the spirit that's moved by it.
Right.
All I can do is make myself available to do whatever it is he wants me to do and to sound however he wants me to sound, to catch that ear, to move that spirit, to let him do his work. I'm just being used. It ain't got very much to do with me either.
He's not responsible for the effect.
But there
You-
you, go.
you understand what I'm saying,
Oh yeah,
though?
because
He is saying
embracing the journey that is your life and your presence and your impact.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing to me because people don't understand that when I hear myself, I don't hear what they hear.
Right.
Wow.
That's the truth. There is an interpretation. There is an interpretive.
Correct.
That's why some music resonates with some people.
Yeah.
There's certain things you do that the emotion is so intense. I feel in myself like a chill almost.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
you know it's
Like
coming from the heart.
I want to scream too.
I would. I liken those
Go ahead.
those moments of emotionalism.
Yes.
I liken to that's what somebody was supposed to hear at that time of the song. It didn't have anything that it wasn't pre-done.
Right.
I didn't say, okay, well, here I'm going to do this. No, I kind of am
came
a
out.
performance-oriented vocalist.
Like you said, you don't like to rehearse a lot.
No, man, I don't. I mean, now don't misunderstand me. I do
study.
enjoy
Right.
He'll
what
talk it
rehearsal
down.
gives you.
Right.
You talk
But
it down.
personally, I don't particularly like rehearsing.
Well, speaking of
It takes
that,
away some of the spontaneity of what's going to happen on the performance.
well, we were lucky enough.
This is like a performance anyway.
It does.
We were
know,
lucky
it
enough to
does.
capture some of Phil's rehearsal.
Oh,
And
yes.
so that's why I'm going to show a clip right now that we were able to go out and capture Phil at a wonderful rehearsal space here in North Hollywood.
It was fun to do. Y'all
it was
check
the
it out.
first time
Oh, yeah.
vocal rehearsal.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty amazing.
So it's coming up here.
I know. You have to explain to him the urban buffer.
Oh, the urban buffer.
Yeah.
That things work differently.
Yes, when it's time when it's time for them to work, they certainly work different.
I just don't let it. I just keep stepping. You guys see, I just keep working it through.
Right? There we
Love
go.
it.
Here we go.
Great.
Mike,
Enjoy.
come down.
I swear I love you, babe. You're a queen upon my door. And I just want to tell you that I love you so. Ooh. I'm putting my heart in your hand. What better way to show my faith in you, giving you the lock and the key. In other words, lady, give you all of me. 'Cause I search this world around and around, someone like you. And I thank my stars I finally found a woman like you. Stay with me, one heart, one love, giving my all to you, sweet baby. One heart, one love, for the rest of my days. Promise I'll be true. You showed your trust in my heart. Yeah. You opened up and gave your love to me, and I'll be yours for all time. 24/7, both day and night. I search this world from mountain high, yeah, to river deep. If you're here, I'm yours for life. Hear me say, I'm yours to keep. I'm in too deep. One heart, one love, giving my all to you, sweet baby. One heart, one love, for the rest of my days. I promised I'd be true. One love for the rest of my life. That's all I want. That's all I need. One heart that beats for all time for you. I don't need money, but you know me. Stop, stop, stop. Right there where we were. Those are on the ups. The only one that's on the down is the first one. So it's then on the down. Okay? It's right there with the I don't need money.
Yeah.
2, 3, and I don't need money, but you know me. What I need, my love, is for you to share my name. Giving my all to you. Yeah, one love, for the rest of my days. Promise I'll be true when one. Carry my all for you. One heart, one love, for the rest of my days. I promise I'd be true.
Yeah. Everybody.
Now, wait a minute. Well, I want you
All right.
now, Mario, have her act. She is the lady saying, "Where's my husband?" You say it the way you would. There we go.
Right here, man.
He needs a.
There he is.
Think after 30 years I'm going to be outside of hearing distance? Are you kidding me?
He was out having happy time. I love happy time.
Sometimes I need a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
That's right. And it's all right.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
and I ain't bothering nobody. I ain't hurting nobody.
No.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
It's a celebration of the holidays, and we just gave you a little snippet of Phil in rehearsal. For those of you who haven't seen, it's interesting. I find rehearsals to be a real insight into the heart and soul of performers, because you get to see how they run their camp. You get to see what the energy is like with their group. It's their time. They're doing it their way. And so, as a guest, we try to just be the fly on the
That's
wall.
right.
We
Right.
try to be the fly on the wall.
Don't get in the
and
way.
not get in the way. And I must say, the energy in that rehearsal was so enjoyable. people, when you watch it, it is what it is. Phil, we didn't do any doctoring
No,
of the video.
no, no,
The
no.
video's just cut, and so everybody can see that's the way Phil does his rehearsal.
No blocking.
That's the way he does his stuff.
Well, when I was working with Quincy in '80 in the Superfest Orchestra,
Okay.
I learned some very, very valuable things about how to conduct a rehearsal and when to allow the confidence in the individuals that you ask to make music with you to come through.
Well, and that shows, and let me just say something, everybody. He
And the
says
reason that
it-
I say that, man, is because you have to understand who was in this orchestra. If you understood the significance of the individuals that were in his orchestra.
Tell him,
Okay.
Phil.
The Brothers Johnson. Both of them. Okay.
And they grew up right around the corner.
Right.
I rode the bus with Lewis Johnson.
And as
In
if
the early days.
and as if Lewis wasn't a great enough bass player, you had Nathan East standing on the side. Okay. Then you have Michael Boddicker and Greg Fillinganes playing keyboards. Okay. You have Ollie Brown playing percussion. You have the Seawind horns plus Ernie Watts and Kim Hutchcroft, and I think Rickenbacker. He's another trombone player. I can't, but and an older cat, Lou, played slide trombone. Just
phenomenal horn
incredible, man. Then you have Edie Lehman, Philip Ingram, James Ingram's brother, Patty Austin,
Oh yeah.
myself. I mean,
You said James Ingram.
James Ingram. I
Oh.
mean, come on, man. That's an orchestra,
Did
and
you have Valerie Simpson?
well, she and Nick came when we were at the Cotton Bowl in
Wow.
in Texas.
I know
But-
she did some things with Quincy.
Yeah, but the thing that I learned in the rehearsal process is Quincy has a high enough opinion of the individuals that he asks to make music with him to allow their creativity to shine through on his compositions, on his songs.
Wow.
And so the time to have confidence in somebody isn't when the show goes on. The time to have confidence in them is when you're calling them to assemble the individuals that you're asking to come and make music with you. And that's a very valuable lesson, man.
Extremely.
I mean, it really is. I mean, it sounds so simple, yet it's so significant because each player brings a different confidence, attitude, interpretation, delivery, intensity to their performance of your song. Because we are talking about a live environment. So just for Quincy to be able to call those people and they respond in a way that, I mean, I've heard people say, I went to see you all when you were at Busch Stadium in St. Louis, and I've never heard or felt anything like it. That kind of says it to me, right? So,
Right.
as we discussed the first time in my maiden voyage, I always try to learn from everything that I do to become a better me. Not a better me, the singer, not a better me, the composer, not a better me, the lyricist, a better me. To have that kind of confidence in musicians says to the musicians, there's nothing that's going to go on this show that you can't handle. But now come handle it.
A challenge.
With no. It's not a challenge. But the implication is